It's time to read now. I want to read a book. Let's all imagine. It's time to take a look. It's time to read now. Oh, hello, everybody. Welcome to Reading Roundup. Children, I really love reading. And recently, I have started reading about Bambi. Bambi is a handsome fawn and he lives in the forest with his family. Children, do you like reading? Let me know how much you love reading and also tell me what you have recently read. So, do you know why reading is important? When we read, we are able to discover new things. Like when I was reading about Bambi, I got to know about different kinds of animals and how they spend their life in the forest. Children, reading also helps us in igniting our imagination, and it also improves our vocabulary and spellings. So now that you know that reading is so much fun, I want to tell you how you can be an active, skilled reader. So what do you mean by being an active, skilled reader? Well, an active, skilled reader follow some simple tricks to comprehend the text they are reading. The first one is visualize. To visualize is to use your five senses, that is, your sense of hearing, seeing, smelling, feeling, tasting. If you get these five senses in your mind when you read, you can visualize what the text is all about. You will be able to make a movie in your mind. That is, you will be able to create a mental picture. Say if I tell you a title of the story, maybe Deep Blue Ocean. Can you imagine the dark blue ocean? Can you visualize the seaweeds? Can you visualize somebody walking on this ocean floor? Or can you hear some water flowing? Or even smelling fish? Well, when you're able to imagine, you're able to visualize creating a movie in your mind using your five senses to create a mental picture. The next one is inferring meaning. When we infer, we read between the lines. Now imagine if I walk into the room with my hair wet and my clothes drenched, how can you infer about where have I been? When we make inferences, we use the clues given to us in the text to come to our own conclusions. We become detectives. That means we read between the lines and we use the clues to understand the text better, just like a detective. So inferring is, what do you know? What clues did you find? What you can understand? And finally, what you're able to conclude. Up next is what I already know. This means that we activate our background experiences and we activate our prior knowledge. What we already know helps us to understand the text better. We are about to read. Let me take an example. The man on the moon. What do I already know about it? I know that the moon shines at night. I have phases of moons. There are people who have been to moon. The moon has lot of craters on it and lot more. So to understand the text, we need to put on our thinking caps and quickly recollect everything you know about the text we are going to read. Up next is prediction. Making a prediction is to think about what is going to happen next. If I say Gia and Rachel were eating an ice cream, a cat came by and knocked Gia's ice cream down, what do you think would have happened next? Could be that Gia would have cried her lungs out and would have requested her mum to get her another ice cream. So, what we did here is we recollected our background experiences and tried to make predictions. Prediction is using the clues from the pictures or the text to make a guess as to what is going to happen in the story. It helps us in making prediction and thinking about what the story is. It helps us dive deep in the story. Up next is summarize. Summarize is to put things in a nutshell. If we have to say 3 or 4 sentences about the whole text that you have read, it is known as summarizing. The most important thing in summarizing is we have to eliminate the unimportant ideas and we have to focus only on the main idea. So summarizing is telling the important events in your own words. We summarize by saying what somebody wanted, but so and then. What does it mean? Well, somebody refers to the main character of the story. Wanted means what the main character wanted in the story. But what was the problem that happened with the main character? So, how did the character solve the problem and then how did it end? When we summarize a non-fiction text, we get the main idea and we summarize the details of the text. When we summarize a fiction text, we come up with a problem, find a solution and get the main idea. So this was all about some very easy reading strategies which I would like you to use from now on to become an active, skilled reader. This is it for today's video. Watch my next video for reading Roundup to become an efficient reader. Until then, remember, reading is a passport to countless adventures. Take care, keep reading.